What's up, everyone? It's your boy Norn Radd89 here. Oh my god, we are here. It's Leprechaun Returns, the final film, the 8th film in the Leprechaun franchise. We are here to talk about this. It's going to be a retrospective kind of rad movie review. Of course, you all know this came out in 2018, and man, this was so much welcomed, especially after my journey into Leprechaun Origins. So let's get down to talking about this film. Right off the bat, I think the writers and director knew that they couldn't do or hearken to Leprechaun Origins or be a sequel to that, because that film is just, it's nuts, it's awful, it sucks. For me, I just couldn't do that one. So they knew that for this one, they were going to do it. It came out in 2018, and they kind of copied that Halloween 2018 thing, but I think this film actually came out before that. I'll have to double check. But yeah, this is a requel film, becoming a direct sequel to the very first Leprechaun film. And we follow the storyline as we follow a group of sorority sisters who bought the house from the first film, actually. It's the Tori Redding's house, or like the house that her father bought. And they go and stay there, and they're going to be like living off the land, doing solar panels, planting, having like goats, basically, you know, being one with the nature and all that stuff, to live there together and like prove that they can do that stuff. And they're really smart. I like all these characters, like for real. All the girl characters in this film, they all have something interesting about them, and they're cool. And even our main character, I think her name is Lily. She is actually the granddaughter of Tori Redding, I think, if I remember correctly, or the daughter. No, she's the daughter of Tori Redding. So that's what's kind of cool, is for like, I really like enjoyed the fact that they really harkened back to that first film. We also have Ozzy returning in this film too, if you've seen the first one. So this is the only film, besides bringing back Warwick Davis, the Leprechaun, this is the only film that attempted to be, like I said, a requel and bring back characters from that original film. And as you can tell by my vibe, it's definitely a welcome thing, especially after Leprechaun Origins. We go back to the one-liners, the actual Leprechaun magic, the kills, all that stuff is in this film, and I really like that. Plus, it has a good nostalgia vibe. Nostalgia is a heavy drug, you know that, and to be taking place where the first film does, it even lifts that first film up a bit for me, because I don't really enjoy that first Leprechaun. I'm kind of bored with that first film. But after watching this one, it actually lifts that one up a bit for me because of how cool this one was, and introducing and harkening back to that first film. And the Leprechaun is just so good. I gotta praise the actor who did it in this film. He's really good. His one-liners and dialogue isn't as funny as Warwick Davis, but the kills, his movements, the way he looks, and the design, oh, it's spot on. It was really cool, especially how he like comes out and he's like birthed basically out of Ozzy's stomach, and Ozzy's like screaming at him, "We killed you 25 years ago." Like, oh man, as it was happening, I was just, damn, I knew I was in for something special when that took place. And this one has a pretty quick, good pace to it. At no time at this point in this movie, or any time at this movie, with this movie, was I bored. So it didn't have that feeling of like the Hood movies. Like some of those ones I just got bored with sometimes. Origins, I just hated the execution and like looked like crap. This one, you can see what's going on. They bring back a lot of the original stuff. You know, it's about the gold. One of the girls used the gold from his chest to pay for a lot of the stuff that they're doing, like the equipment and all the stuff, and buy a lot of the farming stuff and the goats and everything for the property that they're working on. So that's what ends up being like, oh crap, like you basically screwed us, girl, because you're spending all this money. So they have to quick come up with a plan to try to execute to defeat him. And that's what I mean. I like this film because it has actual characters in this horror film that are smart, that you can grab onto. There's even another character who tries to deceive and make a deal with the Leprechaun, and man, her death was epic, was probably one of my favorites in this film. And in my book, Leprechaun Returns, for this franchise, man, this is easy going to get a really good high rating. For me, this is like an 8 out of 10 film. I was so happy, and the fact that it was after Origins, that really does boost it up, because like I said, I had such a bad time with that one. I was frustrated with that one, and this one being what it was really did like just elevate my mood, and I was happy with this return to the Leprechaun. So like I said, I think Leprechaun Returns is a slam dunk, great requel for real. Like I said, I have to double check if this one came out before Halloween 2018, but I think this one really, the Leprechaun franchise deserves the requel treatment. It did it well, and I believe if they did do other Leprechaun films, I would go see it. With this actor that played the Leprechaun in this film, I would totally be down to see more Leprechaun films with him in it. So thanks for sticking around with me all and journeying with me as we went through all of the Leprechaun films, the franchise. As I said, I have reviews for all the other 7 on my channel, so make sure to breeze through, check those out, and all that kind of stuff. And happy St. Patrick's Day, of course, because it's coming up. And if you're watching this, you know, it could be on the day of St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to be filming my ranking 2 for the Leprechaun franchise and dropping that. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep that notification bell on, and have a safe and happy day, everyone. Peace out.